This is our video number 3 for the 10-ton E-Chill chiller. One thing about, you see I have the main power light on here. The main power light is on as long as you have live power connected to the machine. And we encourage you after your installation to always leave the main power on unless it's going to be shut down for weeks and weeks at a time. The reason for that is if you see in the compressor here, it has a heater band around the base of the compressor. That's to keep the refrigerant warm and keep the refrigerant from gelling, if you will. You really want that on before turning the chiller on or operating the cooling. You really want that on for at least 12 hours. Even though the heater band's going to heat up quickly, the refrigerant inside there won't. And that's an important thing to keep in mind. If you're going to turn your chiller on and off regularly during the week, do it from the control panel here. Do not do it from your main power disconnect. So again, here's our controller. First thing we're going to do is just turn the pump on. And the controller will just kind of boot up here. Now when you turn the pump switch on, the pump comes on, and the pump should always stay running. The pump start here is only needed in the event of a power glitch to reinitiate the pump. Otherwise, on initial startup, just turn that pump switch, and the pump indicator light will come on. Then what we're going to do is we can turn on our compressor. That gives us the cooling. In this case here, we're going to run a test and cool it down to 45 Fahrenheit. And all you need to know is how to change the set point. Just press set. It's going to say ST1. What it's set at, it starts blinking. Then use the up or down arrows to adjust it. In this case here, we're going to scroll down to the minimum 45. After you actually hit 45 on this unit, it'll go back up to 75. This same unit is approved to go to 25 Fahrenheit glycol temperatures. Let's get a little. I just press set again, but it will default back to that 75 setting if I went one tenth more. So our scroll is just starting up and our fan is just starting to cool. Now what I'm going to do is you should have this cover on all the time, okay? Because that's required for the amount of airflow to go through the condensers, and there's condensers on both sides. We're not going to go into, we're not going to go to high pressure alarm today. It's kind of cold in the shop, but we will put that cover back on for video number 4 as we get to our set point temperature. So at this point right now, we probably have both fans running. Yeah. This one's going to be putting out more heat because that's in the enclosed chamber right now. This one's not putting out as much heat because they have that side cover off. And again, you need to have that side cover on for your regular operation. I just had it off to kind of show some things here. So a couple more things about the controller. Flow fault, that will happen if the flow switch is not satisfied. That's a common startup adjustment. Again, the flow fault is there to make sure you have enough flow going to the heat exchanger, the chiller. Low temp, that's what will come on if the freeze stat that I mentioned earlier is triggered. Okay. Low pressure relates to refrigerant low pressure. High pressure is refrigerant high pressure alarm. Tank level is simply just an indicator. Right now we do have the tank full. On our smaller units we have that don't have the Ultratech compressor, that have a standard compressor. We have one more, and excuse my shop, this stuff everywhere, tanks, other chillers. On some of the smaller chillers, we have a one additional light called high temp, and that's in case the compressor starts operating at a dangerously high temperature. So we have this sensor here on the refrigerant line that will turn the system down. Very rarely do we see that, but it's a nice safety feature that would prompt some attention if the compressor starts overheating. So that's video number 3, and we'll come back to video number 4 as we reach set point here.